what if I'm a short-term investor? I still want to invest in passive funds, or medium-term is what my goal of investing is. Is there an option still for an investor to look at the passive funds? Is it a good bet, or you would then say, because you're a short-term investor, better to move to active?
Yeah, so I think depends on what short-term to medium-term means. I would say anyone looking at under 3 years, should ideally not look at equities as an asset class, either active or passive. I think equities is a very long-term asset class. In fact, even 3 years might be too less. Maybe if you look at it from a 5-year perspective, but essentially, you could play it two ways. One is by asset allocation. If you have a say 3-year timeline, which I think is a medium-term sort of a goal, then you should look at maybe allocating a small proportion of your money in equities, and the balance can go into say fixed income or gold or something like that. So that's one way of playing a sort of short to medium term sort of a goal. If your goal is under say maybe 1 to 3 years, then I would say like an arbitrage or a liquid or maybe medium term sort of debt instrument can be a good way of sort of playing through passive funds. You have today liquid funds that are available on an ETF format, which are completely passive. You also have arbitrage as a category, which is not passive, but that is really rising as a category because of its tax advantages over say something like a I think liquid fund. So we would recommend to look at more fixed income instruments for short-term goals, whereas medium to long-term, I think long-term can be majority equities, medium-term majority fixed income. That's a good way of playing it safe.